Last summer's heat was ruthless, the type that made you wonder if the sun was out to get you. In Redwood Heights, where my wife Tamika, our 4-year-old twins, Caleb and Kira and I reside on Elm Street. The 95-degree July afternoons had our AC sputtering. The twins were fidgety stuck inside, so I did what any dad would. I purchased a $30 inflatable kiddie pool from Walmart, just a 3-foot wide, 8-inch deep blue plastic circle, ideal for toddler splashing. Our yard was a disaster. Contractors were tearing out an old deck for a new Ono. The front yard, shady oak, turned into our oasis. I'm Jamal Harris, a graphic designer operating a home business, and Tamika is a nurse with long hospital shifts. That Saturday, I installed the pool, threw in rubber ducks and sponge balls, and got the twins into their crab-patterned swimsuits. They squealed, circling around me as I filled it up with the hose, asking, "Can we swim now, Daddy?" By noon, they were splashing, laughing in their itsy-bitsy water world. I sat in a lawn chair drinking Dika's lemonade, looking at my phone and periodically looking up to make sure no twin-on-twin chaos erupted. It was perfect until Margaret Kessler showed up. Margaret called fountain fanatic. Margaret for her tirades about garden fountains. Being disease breeders was a 65-year-old busybody 3 houses away. Her peroxide blonde hair puffed angrily, and her lime green tracksuit fought with her visor. She declared herself the neighborhood's unofficial enforcer, even though no HOA. As she paused at our lawn, eyes narrowing at the twins, joy I nodded politely, hoping she'd move on. No luck. "Excuse me?" she snapped, voice dripping trouble. "Is that pool allowed?" I blinked. "Allowed, it's a kiddie pool. There are laws about residential pools, fencing, safety regulations." I looked at the 6 inches of water, then at her. "It's temporary for my children. We're supervising them." She tightened her lips. "It's warm, and I'm power walking. I could soak my feet in it." The reality dawned on her. She wanted to use our pool, barely ankle deep, filled with toddler toys. A laugh slipped. "Sorry, it's only for the children." Her expression hardened, entitlement surfacing. "I pay taxes here, same as you. Are you excluding me because of my age? That's discrimination." Kira, attuned to strain, looked worried. "Miss Kessler," I said, dropping my voice, "this is for my kids on my land. No discrimination, just a sweltering day." She stood up. "If you're making a safety hazard and excluding community access, I'll report this to the police." She stormed away, visor bobbing. Caleb asked, "Who's that lady, Daddy?" "Just a lady," I said, but discomfort crept in 45 minutes later as I dried off the nap. Ready twin sirens wailed, stopping at our curb. 2 police cars flashed, and there stood Margaret, arms crossed, triumphant. Officers Daniels, a tired white man, and Brooks, a young black woman suppressing amusement, walked up to Mr. Harris. Daniel said, "We got a call about an unallowed pool and discrimination." I readjusted Kira to my hip. "A kiddie pool for my 3-year-olds. Margaret pushed forward. "He's excluding public use of a community pool, forming a drowning danger." Daniel's eyebrows flew up. "Ma'am, this is private property. There's no community kiddie pool." Margaret ranted, No fence. No lifeguard discriminating against seniors." Brooks knelt to Caleb. "Is this pool for everyone, or just you and your sister, just us?" he mumbled. "Daddy bought it." Brooks stood apologetic. "Mr. Harris, no issue here, Miss Kessler. Private property is private." Margaret flushed. "What about violations? Those apply to real pools, not this." Daniel sighed. I cut in. "My kids need their nap. Can we end this?" Brooks nodded. "Sorry for the disturbance." Margaret pointed. "He laughed at my harassment," Daniel snapped. "Declining your request isn't harassment. Go home or we'll discuss false reporting across the street." Neighbor Carla Lopez recorded nodding support. Margaret sputtered, "This isn't over," and marched off. The cops left. Brooks, shaking her head. Neighbors gawked from porches. Our drama now block entertainment. I called Tamika at work, recounting the absurdity. She called the cops over that. She laughed, hope she drops it. I emptied the pool, cautious of further trouble. Margaret's sedan drove by 3 times on Sunday, ran into my trivial waves. Monday. Carla texted, "Check the neighborhood Facebook group." Margaret had uploaded a blurry picture of our pool with the caption, "Safety alert, unregulated water hazard at 1428 Elm Avenue, no fence drowning risk authorities, ignore it. Save our kids." Comments roasted her. "It's a kiddie pool." "Chill Bethy's bird bath, meltdown 2.0. I screenshot it for Tamika, avoiding a response to not fuel her. Sharp rocks landed on our yard where the pool was jagged enough to penetrate it. Rose. Fury Margaret's sabotage put my children in danger. I took pictures of them, inspected the grass, and relocated the pool to our almost complete backyard patio. At the hardware store, I purchased front and rear security cameras Tuesday. The twins enjoyed the backyard pool with a new slide and noodles. No Margaret, no drama. Wednesday was peaceful. Thursday, we had a barbecue planned. I grilled Tamika, set tables, and the twins played, then creaked the gate. Not our contractor. Margaret stood waving a document. "Got you?" "Now," she crowed. "Ordinances demand permits and fences for water features." Tamika stood. "I see. You came onto our yard uninvited." Margaret faltered, then rallied. "I've documented violations. Moving the pool doesn't exempt you." Here his lip trembled. I sent Tamika and the kids inside facing Margaret. "You're trespassing. Leave or I call the police, call them. They'll see I'm right. I called 911, saying trespasser was present." Margaret smiled, waving her paper. Tamika taped from the window. Officers Brooks and Daniels arrived. "She came in uninvited," I'd said. "Second police call over this pool." Margaret pushed her paper. Unfenced pool. Daniels read it. "This is a blog post, not an ordinance. It was for moms for safety. You can't go on private property," Brooks said. "Leave or face trespassing and harassment charges." Margaret deflated, snatching her paper. "When disaster hits, it's on you." The cops walked her out, threatening her sternly. Days went by uneventfully. Margaret dropped off Facebook and the sidewalk. Neighbors turned out against her online. I hopes the warning was remembered. Saturday, with cooler 78-degree weather, we had a barbecue with neighbors, Carla and Miguel with their kid, the Thompsons with their twins, Darnell and Aisha with their son. Kids played in the pool, adults talked on the new patio, still avoiding the pool. "Police?" Darnell teased. "Trying?" Tamika said Carla shared Margaret's past complaints when chimes Christmas lights. She worsened after her husband died. Miguel said retirement gave her too much time. Aisha added Tamika suggested inviting her. "But I bowed after rocks and cops," Darnell muttered. "She needs meds." At 10 p.m., checking locks, I saw movement by the backyard pool. Flipping the light, I caught Margaret with a hunting knife poised to stab the pool. She stood there, then cut it, water dripping out. "Hey!" I screamed, opening the door. She ran out of the gate, pink bathrobe flapping. My backyard video camera caught it. Tamika gasped at the tape. "She's crazy," I called 911. Daniels and Brooks came viewing the video in shock. She had used a knife. Brooks said they examined the gash, took down statements, and went to see Margaret. Brooks called later. She denied it, then burst into tears at the tape, ranting about property values and wrong elements. She's under arrest for trespassing, vandalism, breaking, and entering. The knife was a hunting knife, not a kitchen tool. She's being given a psych exam and a restraining order. Margaret's racism against our black family burned. Sunday neighbors buzzed about the stabbing near the pool. A meme of Margaret running away went viral. I posted calling for empathy, not spectacle. Her brother Walter Simmons came by remorseful. "Bethy's not been herself since her husband passed." He said paranoia set in. "She's in therapy now, and I'm pursuing guardianship. She'll be relocating to Oregon." He issued a $5,000 check for damages that we applied to the twins' college fund and a block party. The Elm Street Splash Bash shut down our street with tables, a bounce house, and 5 kiddie pools. Neighbors grilled, sang karaoke, and donated food. We shared Walter's donation, presenting it as healing. Officer Brooks was there, commending our strategy. "You made a mess into community," she said. 6 months later, spring bloomed. I purchased a larger pool with a hoop. Walter referred to. Bethany was doing well in Oregon, volunteering, medicated. She talked remorseful. "I'm ashamed particularly of the racism. Your compassion rescued me." I wished her well. Her postcard came wishing us happiness. At the second splash bash, a flyer indicated a pool logo. From an inexpensive $30 pool and a troubled woman came a more resilient neighborhood. Demonstrating compassion is able to repair even the deepest cuts.